For more than 200 years, history buffs and treasure seekers have been drawn to Oak Island, a small island close to Nova Scotia. The Lagena brothers and their team have been looking for the island's mysteries, including the finding of little gold in the streams. The brothers' motivation has been the notion that there may be long-forgotten hidden treasures on the island, include an antique handcrafted stairway, a hidden underwater passage with odd inscriptions and carvings, and gold traces in the water. The team has discovered more intriguing items like old coins, carved stones, and other ancient objects that give them new clues about life on the island many years ago. The discovery of gold and wood from deep underground has given the team real proof that there might be treasure on the island. Of course, we're going to investigate the so-called flood tunnel booby trap system. Tell me which way you want to go. The team's resolve and camaraderie have kept them focused even when the ground is challenging to dig. The discovery of Oak Island's darkest and deepest secret ushers in a new era of exploration. Oak Island is not just about treasure. It has left its mark on history with various cultures and people passing through over the centuries. The Lagena brothers and their group set out on a protracted and challenging quest to discover Oak Island's mysteries. Despite challenges, the team's perseverance and commitment enabled them to unearth more hints and deepen their relationship. After the initial discovery of gold traces in the water gave them new hope and inspired them to explore every square inch of the island. The team continued to look for more clues, holding on to the hope of discovering secrets that had been kept hidden for generations. Despite the difficulties, they remained focused on comprehending the stories and solving the riddles, proving that some legends might be true because they were somewhat cautious about what they dumped in there. Another surprise came when they tested wood found deep underground, revealing more traces of gold. Each test advanced their efforts to unravel the centuries-old mystery of Oak Island. The extensive and meticulous process of Oak Island's secrets involved scientific testing and historical exploration methods such as soil analysis and geological studies, which yielded vital hints about the island's past and possible hidden treasures. The Lagena brothers and their group found metal traces in the soil, which resulted in the identification of two different kinds of metal: shining regions that indicated gold and dark spots that indicated pure copper. Every new discovery gave the team confidence that they were headed in the right direction, and their methodical approach produced results that kept pointing them in the right direction despite numerous obstacles like equipment problems and physical dangers. This discovery validated the team's theories about Oak Island and gave them a solid foundation to continue their exploration. The team spent endless hours locating and examining structures and artifacts that gradually began to paint a clearer picture of the island's hidden past. The Lagena brothers and their group remained committed and focused while collaborating with specialists from several disciplines, including metal experts, historians, and archaeologists. You can all follow me down there, and if you have any questions as you go, please ask them. Rick Allwright, they were able to approach the investigation from a variety of angles, which helped them get closer to the solution. Historics played a major role by examining old maps and documents that helped trace the island's history back over the centuries. Archaeologists carefully examined the artifacts and excavation sites, finding evidence of how people may have lived on Oak Island in the past. Metal experts used advanced techniques to examine the metal objects they discovered, providing the team with important insights into the technologies used by the people who left the objects behind. As the team collaborated, they discovered innovative and new ways to explore the island. This is incredibly ancient, and secrets are making progress that would not have been conceivable if they had been working alone. This might be one of the ring balls, I wonder. There are numerous stone carvings of letters, numerals, and symbols on the enigmatic island of Oak Island. Although both historians and treasure seekers are interested in these engravings, it is still unclear what they exactly imply. According to some scholars, these sculptures, it might suggest that the island was visited by prehistoric explorers or settlers. Some people think they were clues or messages left by the island's original residents, while
requires meticulous excavation. Jack offered his assistance in the sifting of the excavated soil from the depression. An additional cream pottery item, the largest thus far discovered, was attributed to Jamie. It is conceivable that the entirety of the discovered items could constitute a creamware ensemble. The operation to drill 100 feet into the Money Pit region continued for a number of hours. Nevertheless, an additional pivotal revelation was unveiled in D5N27. Alongside the tunnel, Timber shaft evidence suggests the existence of an additional structure that extends in an easterly direction. It appears that the wood at the newly discovered tunnel is more robust, healthier, and in closer proximity to the surface than the wood that was initially sought after for the tunnel. 101 to 95 feet into the drilling process, the drilling machine drew in an additional object. This time, a substantial mass of moist soil containing scattered materials in addition to wood confirmed the existence of a second tunnel to the east of the garden shaft. The team would have made additional discoveries. Nevertheless, their borrowed time had expired, and it was now the turn of the Dumas Contracting Company and Irving Contracting Ltd. teams to contribute their considerable efforts. The companies brought with them robust machinery, including 109-ton cranes that are practical for hoisting large appliances and a 3-ton hammer grab tool. The contracting companies commenced the assembly process while Alex and the rest of the team exercise in a new area. East of the garden shaft, a new borehole drilling operation designated C5N27 is scheduled to commence. To further investigate the newly discovered tunnel, which is estimated to be 7.5 feet in diameter and more than 100 feet deep into the soil, a new area is being drilled. An additional objective of the C5N27 drilling operation is to facilitate the construction of a more robust conduit from beneath the garden shaft, as desired by the Oak Island team. The team worked as quickly as possible to drill the new borehole due to time constraints and the fact that certain areas of the site would be off-limits to observation and analysis for safety reasons, while the construction company performed heavy labor. Certain individuals on the team harbored aspirations of investigating the recently unearthed artifacts at the Interpretive Center on Oak Island. Carmen Legg, an authority on blacksmithing, was consulted to examine what appeared to be a snipping implement. The expert corroborated their hypothesis and elaborated that the fractured component occurred at the location where the welded shear of the scissors was affixed to the handle. The shear handle was compared to a complete set discovered by Dan Blankenship, and the conclusions were accurate and quite similar. Nevertheless, the scissors that were recently unearthed are considerably older than the ones discovered by the island hunter. There exists a hypothesis suggesting that an unresolved enigma may exist if the circular depression on Lot 5 and this pair of scissors are both traced back to the same date. A potential link between the two objects could provide hints that lead to a more extensive revelation. In its entirety, the island may provide access to a 1687 discovery. It appears that the archaeologists at work on Lot 5 have uncovered additional ceramic and pearlware fragments, with the exception that they are now colored white and date back to the mid-1700s. Helen is of the opinion that a portion of the creamware that was unearthed once belonged to a porcelain teapot, which is consistent with historical evidence and anticipated for the era in question. An additional perplexing enigma pertains to the apparent burial of these ceramics prior to the unveiling of Oak Island, thereby further complicating the process of tracing their provenance. In 1762, shortly after Oak Island was discovered, Charles Morris partitioned it into 4 acres to facilitate exploration.
They are currently working on recreating the garden shaft, which is an 80-foot deep, rotted wooden structure that may be connected to the original money pit. The material is backfilled. Rick and Marty Lagena are brothers who are working on a treasure mystery that has been around for 228 years on Oak Island. Clay, but the team is of the opinion that they have sufficient evidence to support their belief that it is tied to the first money pit. Samples of wood taken from the shaft have been dated to the year 1735, and water testing conducted inside the shaft has showed that a significant amount of gold by trace. They have also constructed lateral tunnels to enable members of the team to look for evidence of wealth. Marty Lagena is particularly interested in discovering what is at the bottom of the shaft, and they hope to drill horizontally and vertically until they get down to a depth of 50 to 60 feet. For the purpose of monitoring the operation, the team will be utilizing the Anutin Spectrum 120 high-definition camera, which is equipped with a pan lens that can be rotated through 360 degrees and is designed to function in low-light environments. Additionally, the camera is equipped with visual-enhancing features, such as a zoom capability that is extremely powerful. Despite the fact that the group is excited about the possibility of finding treasure at the bottom of the garden hole, they are more interested in going underground and making the most of the opportunities that the shaft affords. Rick Lagena and Roger are both excited about the possibility of discovering the tunnel from the garden shaft, as well as the possibility of conducting additional exploration in the money pit region. The team is currently working on a new set of tools that will assist them in discovering the tunnel. They are employing a hammer grab to break through the clay, and they are also installing 2 additional sets of tools. The team is also working on a new hammer that will be used to break through the clay and create a tunnel that could lead to the discovery of the original money pit. In conclusion, the team is working on a treasure mystery that has been going on for 2 decades and 28 years on Oak Island. They are hoping to find the tunnel that is located at the bottom of the garden shaft. In order to explore the area and find the hidden treasures, they are using a variety of tools and technologies. Both Rick and Scott Barlow, the manager of operations on the island, Lagena, are about to embark on a journey to solve the Oak Island mystery. They are transforming the search engine by going underground, which is a moment they will remember for the rest of their lives. The reconstruction of the garden shaft has reached a depth of 44 feet, and after completing safety training, they will head down to explore the money pit area. Rick can't wait to explore the depths of the money pit underground city. He is of the opinion that life is all about shared experiences, and that the legacy of those who have come before them is being carried on by them. He believes that this is the case in situations where a large number of people have had the same experience. They are amazed by the originality of the set that they are installing, and they see how history would have been preserved without cranes, which is a testament to their will and desire. Lagena believes that Oak Island is a wonderful story, and that the people who have come before them are now being carried by them as they go underground while they are underground. Our awareness of the money pit and the possible treasures that are concealed beneath it can be expanded through the use of the shaft, which signifies the possibility of doing so. The path that leads to the prophet, Lagena, who is of the belief that life is all about shared experiences and that the heritage of people who have been before them is being carried by them, finds that money pit is an emotionally charged encounter. Even if the work that they are doing is incredible, the thing that truly surprises them is the fact that they are preserving history. They believe that there is a will to their enterprise, and they are excited about the potential for other works in the area, such as an offset chamber in the tunnel at the 95-foot mark. They are anticipating that they will receive some answers about what took place here. The story revolves around a group of people who are looking for answers to the mystery that has been surrounding Oak Island. Mr. Lagena, Rick, a treasure hunter, finds a large wooden stake at the northern point of